everyone. Welcome back to another Ask Me Anything. I am Jenny Dietrich. Missed you last week. Thanksgiving holiday. It was kind of nice to have 4 days off. I'm not going to lie. Monday was a little rough. So we're going to do the AMAs a little bit differently this month just because we're in the middle of our 12 Days of Christmas series. So we're going to try to continue to do the AMA like we would normally, where you ask a question and attempt to stump me. And if you do stump me, I'm going to bring in some smarter than me people or some of my smart friends to answer the question. And my job is to figure out how it's going to fold into the 12 Days of Christmas series. So that's also may stump me. This week, though, we're going to talk about the 4 tools that you can use to track your media relations efforts. So here we go. I'm not going to sing it. On the 4th day of Christmas, SpinSucks gives to you 4 PRM tools, 3 AI experts, 2 PR trends for 2021, and 1 mindset shift in a pear tree. In a wine tree? I'd actually rather be a wine tree. So anyway, here is Greg Galant to tell you all about public relations management software and how you can track your media relations efforts.
Well, public relations management is a software platform that lets you track all your relationships with journalists. So rather than just using a spreadsheet, you can track all your emails to journalists in one place, keep all your notes, extra content and contact information about journalists, podcasters, influencers, anyone else that you need to keep tabs on for earned media. Keeps it all in one place. And this way, when your teams are remote, as so many are now, or even in different time zones, anyone can access information, know, hey, my colleague just emailed this journalist last week, so I probably shouldn't pitch them again. Or maybe you find out a different colleague is actually good friends with the journalist who want to pitch. So you could check in with that colleague who's already friends there. So it's really just kind of a next level way of collaborating with your whole team to work together and do this. Now, the other part of the question, why not just use the CRM your sales team is already using, is a great one, because sales teams for a long time have used software like Salesforce or HubSpot to do this. Those are great software platforms, but let's remember the C in CRM stands for customers. CRM is customer relationship management as opposed to public relationships management, PRM. And it's all about selling people. So, one is in these sales platforms, they're really set up with the concept that you've got a prospect and you're just going to close them and turn them into a customer, which isn't what PR is about. And so PRMs are designed completely around that journalist relationship. Moreover, you probably don't want to be sharing this data with your sales team, because what happens is if you put someone in a CRM, salespeople are always hunting around for what's the next deal they're going to go after. And you risk having your sales and marketing messages go out to journalists, which definitely is not what you want. You want your PR team dealing with the journalists and cultivating that relationship over time. And finally, we all know journalists are changing jobs all the time. It seems like every day a new one launches a Substack or a newsletter or starts a podcast, not to mention changes employers. And it can be exhausting for a small PR team that has to keep updating records in a CRM. Whereas with the PRM, it's tied directly into the media database. So as a journalist changes jobs, it's already logged in the media database and then integrated to your PRM. So when you go to that journalist profile, you see they change jobs. In the case of MuckRack, you'll even get a daily email letting you know if any of the journalists on your media list in MuckRack have changed their job. So we're really excited. We think this is kind of the next evolution for our kind of software, going from just being a media database, just a place you go to look things up, to a PRM, to something you're going to really track your entire relationship with the journalist in, and that it's a distinct category from a CRM. It's something that the PR team really needs special to themselves to be able to do just such a delicate job that goes into earned media, where you're trying to get a message out there to people that you're not paying and deal with these relationships, both when you're pitching stories and dealing with inbound, dealing with crises, and keeping all that data in one place. Thank you for the question.
you for that, Greg. We will see you next week for the, I don't know what day it would be, 5, 6, 7, 8th, 9th day of Christmas, perhaps. Yeah, I think that's right, the 9th day of Christmas. I have no idea what it's going to be, but that's where you come in. If you have a question for us, go to spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. That's spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. If you are, however, already a member of the Spin Sucks community, you can drop the question in there. See if you can stump me. See if I can roll it into 9 days of something for Christmas. Who knows what it'll be? I'll see you next week.